And then after this, maybe if you do not understand, kita boleh tengok some examples first. Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. I've got Siti Rohana and Sazwani right now. How are you guys coping with PDPR? Is it okay so far?
Yeah.
I think we haven't had like a face-to-face interaction like this, like Google Meet for quite a while now. The last thing that you guys did last time was have your mid-year exam, right? Have you looked at your exam results?
Yeah, I have.
I think for SK4, I already sent you guys the result. And I hope that you don't actually like mind the fact that we have to put this in public, I guess, for everybody to see. But actually, the result that you got last time, I don't think it is valid in the sense that we don't have two other papers. Are you aware of the papers that we don't have for your mid-year exam? What are they? We only have paper one and paper two. So can you just like tell me like what's paper one, what's paper two that you set for last time? Sazwani, paper one? Okay, anyone can answer. Yes, Rohana?
Um, One of the papers was the writing.
Yeah, writing paper is which paper? I just need to know whether you are aware of your papers. Like which paper is paper writing? Do you know?
Was it paper one?
Okay, no. Okay, so I guess I can actually like reintroduce you to the paper, although it has already been done before, but never mind. Paper one is actually reading. If you see the score here, okay, we don't actually put out of how many marks, but the score for paper one was meant to be 40 marks. And I think if we look at yours, Ruhana, where's your name? Yeah, 35 out of 40, and that's quite commendable. Although I do believe that Form 4 questions for reading were a bit less difficult. You know, it's easier compared to Form 5. But have you tried the Form 5 one as well? I think I did send you reading paper for Form 5, right? What can?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember how many marks you got for Form 5 question?
I think I got 26.
26. Okay, so we can see there that
I'm not sure.
the question for paper one was actually for paper one, form five were much more difficult than form four. But never mind, we'll take this as yours. Maybe next year you can like improve for that form five question because you will be sitting for SPM next year anyway. So 35 for form four is quite commendable. And then paper two is actually writing. Okay, but the mark that you got here or the grade that you got here might not be that valid because we don't have two other papers. Can you tell me what the two other papers are? The one that we are practicing for today will also be part of those two papers. What are the two other papers that we haven't included in your mid-year exam?
Listening and speaking.
Right, listening and speaking. But did you try out the listening exam question last time? I gave you, right, for form 5. Do
Yeah,
you
I
remember?
tried that one.
Yeah, do you remember the marks?
For listen, no, I don't really remember the marks.
You can actually like just go to the link that I gave you. And later on, if I could just like find a screenshot or something just to remind you of your marks, I think it would be best if you know where you stand, like your marks and all. For paper listening, overall we have 30 marks altogether. I think that's the one that you got 26, good, Rohana. 26 out of 30, that
Yeah.
might sound a bit more logical there. So mungkin for listening you got 26, but that wasn't form 4 question, it was form 5. But it doesn't matter, form 4 dengan form 5 standard is sama, is for SPM. Okay, so I'm hoping that Sazwani, Rohana, bila saya bagi, when I give you exam questions from other forms like form 5, you try it out just so that we can see. And then if I did not give you your score, remind me to give your score because I think usually after you attempt saya akan bagi score. So since we did not have speaking last time for our mid-year exam, and awak dah pun tengok listening exam question macam mana, you dah try out and then you dah tengok score, later on kalau you tak ingat score berapa, I will resend. So for today, saya nak focus on speaking. Have you looked at the question that I gave for speaking? Have you had some time to look at the questions for speaking?
I browsed over like the questions.
Yeah, I think I gave you earlier this week. And this was the question for our speaking assessment. I'm using it for PBD, Pentaksiran Bilik Darjah. If you send me something, I can definitely use that as one of the evidence for me to assess for Pentaksiran Bilik Darjah, but specifically for speaking. If I were to ask you right now, are you clear about the format for speaking for SPM examination? Would you be able to tell me right now which part does this question come in? Is it part 1, part 2, or part 3? Since we've already done this before, we've done a speaking session before during our PDPR. Do you know where this can come out in? Maybe Sazwani ke, Rohana ke. Ni part 1 ke, part 2 ke, part 3 ni agak-agak. Are you clear for now of the parts?
I remember part 1 is like the icebreaker.
Yeah, good.
Part 2 and part 3 is kind of like,
Not clear. You're not clear of what can come out for part 2 and part 3. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you need help, okay, so this is the question for speaking, but I haven't told you which part. But if you need help about understanding which parts the questions can come out in and what sort of question to expect for each part, actually I've got materials on Delima already. If I could just show you right now. Okay, so later on, I think I'll just give the link straight to your Telegram. But actually, if you browse through the Lima, it would be a lot helpful as well. So maybe I can just like show you from one of the assignments that I've got here. Usually, if you want to make your life easier, you click on classwork and then it will be categorized into the different skills. Like right now here, you've got speaking and writing and you nak cari bahan speaking. So you go to speaking. So if you want to find the module ni untuk apa? Just to give you like a brief overview of the types of question, and you have more specific questions as well in there, so it does help somehow. Okay, so just to clarify right now, since you are sitting for your SPM next year supposedly, but probably it will be 2023. Okay, so this will be the speaking format. I'm repeating this, although we have already done it before. So part 1, you said it was icebreaker. What, 3 to 4 minutes? 3 to 4 minutes for the icebreaker, and you've got two phases, dua fasa. Satu adalah fasa di mana dia akan tanya some general questions, and another one would be for your daily routine. Fasa kedua, nampak ni, phase 2, daily routine. I think this one you can already start preparing. Like you already know what to expect. The questions would usually be what do you usually do after coming back from school? What's the first thing you do every day? So it's usually something daily routine. Okay, and the question that I showed you just now can come out in part 2. Because for part 2, you have something like an event related to you or like something personal to you, that your opinions about something, your experience about something. So these would be among the example questions. But the one that I'm doing with you today is the one that I showed you just now. Okay, example questions for part 2 would be a family celebration. And then you get some bullet points. We've done this in class already. So I hope that you can just like refresh your memory. So we've got 4 bullet points here for each question. You've got candidate A and candidate B. You've got your partner with you. So I will ask your partner the last bullet point. Usually that's how it works. Okay. Right. So another example is a person you admire. I think this came out for our mid-year exam. The person that you admire came out for your mid-year exam, and the same thing, you've got 4 bullet points here. Okay, so answering the question about which part, that question I showed you just now, a dream vacation, where can it come out in? It could come out in part 2. Okay, last question would be part 3. Do you remember us doing this? Why do people shop online? Do you remember us doing this? Have we done this topic before? Why do people shop online? So this would be part 3. And if you remember, somehow the question for your mid-year exam for writing is quite similar to this as well. So we can kill two birds with one stone actually. By preparing for your speaking exam, you can actually be preparing for your writing exam as well. Okay, which is what I'm trying to do right now. So going back to the question that I posed just now for speaking, it's just this one, yang ni. Okay, where the vacation spot is, what you wish to do there, and who you would like to go with before you get to answer if you want to go there a second time. Has anyone had enough time to think about it? If I were to just ask you the first bullet point, macam mana awak nak jawab? How would you answer? Where is your dream vacation? Can I just randomly ask right now before probably demonstrating? If you need some demonstration, I can do that. But who would like to share first? Has Ruhana thought about it? Before I ask anyone else, have you thought about where your dream vacation spot is?
Yeah, I have.
Can I have a full sentence? So
Sorry.
can I just remind you, can you please, when you answer your speaking examination, do you think like you're supposed to be waiting for the SPM examiner to give you a prompt, or do you just like proceed until the end? What do you think? Which one?
What do you mean, like proceed till the end?
Meaning like, do you wait for the SPM examiner to prompt you? Ask you questions, for example, do you wait like, where is your vacation spot? And then you answer one line, I would like to go to Singapore. And then you keep silent. You wait for the SPM examiner to ask you the next question. Do we do that, or do we just proceed with all the bullet points? Which one do you think is supposed to be done?
I think the second.
Yeah, I think it would be best if the SPM examiner did not prompt you anymore. He or she is expecting you to just answer all the bullet points. Don't wait for the SPM examiner to keep prompting you, because I think that would also make your train of thought disrupted as well. Just proceed with everything that's being given to you, because I don't think the SPM examiner will prompt you, but we'll see how exactly it's being done. Actually, you can watch how the examination is being done. Have you ever come across this on the lima that I put? There's a video, this one here. There is a video that I put on Delima of how SPM examination for speaking is conducted. Do you remember me sending this to your Telegram? Anyone?
Yes, I remember.
So I definitely would need you to have a look at it because it's related to your SPM. So you might want to see how the environment for speaking exam is. So you check this out later. Tengok sendiri, do you wait for the SPM examiner to prompt you or not? But I think you don't have to wait. Okay, so going back to the question that I gave here, maybe Ruhana can demonstrate first, and then I'll go to the next people before we look at some examples by students from other classes. Have you had enough time to think about it? Can you share where your vacation spot is, and you proceed with the next bullet points? Would you be able to do it?
Yes, I'll be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. Can you try?
Yeah, okay. So my vacation spot that I've chosen is Admont, Austria. And the reason why I want to go there is because there's a specific library called the Admont Abbey Library, and it's a huge Austria-based monastic library located in Admont, which is a small town. And it's just, if you see pictures of it, it's absolutely stunning. There's artworks all over the ceilings, and there's just so many bookshelves filled with books, and it's just an amazing place to go and visit. And I wish to visit there with my family and just take a lot of photos, because my families are mainly not professional photographers, but they do like taking photos or take interest in photography in their free time. So I'd like to bring them there so that they can take as many photos as they want, because in Admin, Austria, there's a lot of scenery and a lot of different places that they can take photos and different sceneries that they can take photos of. And like I said earlier, I would definitely go with my family, or maybe a couple friends that I know that might be interested. And I definitely go a second time, because there's a another little uh, site view that isn't really close to Admin, Austria, but is like a couple hours away that I'd like to visit, which is called the Alpine Hallstatt, and it's absolutely stunning. I've seen pictures of it all over Google and all over YouTube, and I definitely want to revisit the places again.
Right. Okay. So if you could help me out after this, Ruhana, what you can do is, can you please rewatch this recording later on and check whether you managed to get 3 to 4 minutes for your response. That's one thing. But I think you definitely don't have any problem with answering all the bullet points. I think you hit everything on the nail perfectly. Maybe what you can do is, because there's always room for improvement, if you could add in some words or phrases which are low frequency. Okay, because I know that it does seem perfect already, but if you could add other words which would be of help to add to your marks for vocabulary, that would be good. If I could just ask you right now, what other words can you use for beautiful? A beautiful place, because you know that other students, they might be answering for SPM. This place is beautiful. What other words can you use for beautiful? Have you had enough time to have a look at that? Because are you going to repeat the word beautiful a lot of time? And are you going to repeat? Yeah, you've used the word stunning, and that's good. Can you try and tell me if there are any other words that you have come across, maybe through our lessons or maybe through your reading?
Breathtaking,
Good.
or
Okay, breathtaking.
pleasant,
Pleasant,
appealing.
appealing view. Good. Okay, so definitely your level of vocabulary is not what we usually get for Form 4 or Form 5. So I'm pretty sure that the SPM examiner should be giving you quite a high mark. So if in terms of marking, we've got, kejap lagi I tunjuk kat you dia punya scale for marking, but I don't think you have any problems with any parts, as long as you maintain sharing everything from your reading, from your own experience. That would be good, and ensure that you answer the question. I think you can get a full mark without any problem. Okay, so just now you said breathtaking, appealing, pleasant to show beautiful. Maybe we can have other words as well, like picturesque. Have we come across that word before? Have you seen it in any of my students writing before that I posted? I posted to the group.
I don't believe so.
Okay, so let's just go through some of the words that can help you out. Ni untuk yang lain pun, for the others, kalau let's say I've introduced the word to you, and you remember what the word means, gunakan je. Although it's a low frequency word, then mungkin you feel like, oh, macam tinggi, in your speech ataupun in writing pun bagus juga untuk guna. Okay, so I've got the word picturesque here. So just now I tried to ask you some other words for beautiful. So we've got the word picturesque here to show that the place or building is visually attractive. Okay, so you can say words like attractive, beautiful, of course, but other students will be using it as well. So I need you to just like ensure that your level of vocabulary is higher than other people so that you can get more marks. So because that's your aim, right? Okay, so and then you've given me what else? Okay, we've got another word that we can try and add to your vocabulary. I'm hoping that you can remember it. Okay, so exquisite would be another one. Exquisite, extremely beautiful. So that's basically what exquisite means. So if you want to describe a place, I think you can use the word exquisite as well. Okay, another one would be, I'll just give three so it's easier for us to remember. Scenic view. Scenic is definitely more accurate to show place, okay, the beauty of a place. Because here, if we look at the definition, it is impressive or beautiful natural scenery. So you can use the word scenic before the word view. I would like to admire the scenic view. okay, in Austria. So you can use words which other students do not use. Okay, so that's for Rohana. No problem for Rohana. I think she doesn't have any problem. Not so much for grammar. Vocabulary can be made higher if you want to. And then we've got another one for marking. Okay, sekarang saya tunjuk marking dulu Okay, in terms of marking, here is what we look at. Do you remember that I have actually like shared with you before? Do you know what is counted for speaking? Other students can answer as well. Yang lain pun boleh jawab juga. Maybe after this, I'll go to someone other than Rohana as well. Let's just go to the speaking. Let me try and just show you the speaking form. Okay, dia punya borang permarkahan, because I think of course you need to know. I think you might remember me doing the speaking exam with you guys, and then I used this form for you to actually for me to assess you lah for exam. Sometimes I feel like I'm not even you guys might be speaking better than most people, so you are definitely on your way towards getting a lot of marks for speaking. I'm hoping, as long as you know the content of what you want to say, that will be fine. Okay, so here we've got I used this for peperiksaan pertengahan tahun last time, but it wasn't fully carried out because we decided that for your mid-year exam, we didn't want to include speaking exam because it was not fully completed last time because of the movement control order. So I just keep this for my own record, for my own documentation. Okay, so as you can see here, the overall spoken performance marks there should be 6. So I think for Rohana just now, I can give an easy 6 because there wasn't any hesitation at all in what she says. Hesitation maksudnya dia tak ada teragak-agak pun bila dia nak bercakap tu. I hope that you were not referring to any note. That was like spontaneous kan, Rohana? It wasn't referring to any note, right?
Yeah, it was spontaneous.
Okay, good. So I'm not worried about you at all. So overall spoken performance, I can easily give you a 6. Tak ada masalah. And then overall spoken performance just now adalah part of the marking. Kita ada lagi other criteria that we look at. If I do not enlarge this, would you be able to tell me what are some of the other things that are considered for your speaking exam? Anything else that you think should be in the criteria? The rest of you can answer as well. Kita tengok apa ni dalam speaking? Apa yang kita tengok? Apa yang kita nak bagi markah? Okay, so right now I'm enlarging it. I hope you can see. If you cannot see my screen, please let me know because sometimes I'm afraid if I am not presenting the screen. So if you can see right now, we've got grammar here, 6 marks. Vocabulary, 6 marks. And then we've also got one for communicative competence. So yesterday, I had a question daripada pelajar 4 KAA. What she asked me was, teacher, if let's say, I do not know where my vacation spot is. I don't know where my dream vacation is for this year because I don't know where to choose, dia kata. So can I just like give a general answer? Maybe what she wants to do is I would like to have a holiday in Malaysia. Lepas tu dia tak specify kat mana. Maybe I think the deduction of marks, kita boleh buang sikit kat situ markahnya. Maybe for communicative competence. Sebab apa? Because the question wants you to answer about your dream vacation spot. Okay? So you have to answer the question. Only then you can get marks for communicative competence. Maksud communicative competence, kalau kita cuba fahamkan, it should be what the question wants, you try to answer. Okay, soalan nak apa, awak cuba jawab. Kalau soalan asking you about your dream vacation, and then suddenly you pergi jawab, you dah hafal dream profession, cita-cita awak, ada kaitan tak? Tak ada. So most probably communicative marks tu tak akan ada because you're not answering the question. Okay, so for Rohana just now, I don't think there was a problem at all. I can easily give a 6 for grammar, 6 for vocabulary because I heard words which other people might not have used. You know, you've used the word stunning, artworks, you know, all those which are related to the place that you wanted to visit. So I don't think you should get less than 6. Okay, so probably kalau nak improve pun mungkin boleh improve dari segi tinggikan lagi. Show us that you have more and more vocabulary compared to other people and you're good to go. Okay, so overall marks adalah 24. Okay, 24 ni untuk internal exam. For the real SPM exam, kita tengoklah macam mana how it's being done. Maybe later on awak tunggu trial SPM Form 5. Nanti saya share dengan awak how the SPM trial for Form 5 is conducted. I'll definitely share with you. Kita pakai scoring yang mana? Which scoring do we use? For now, kita pakai yang ni. Setakat ni ada soalan tak? Do we have any questions untuk speaking? Any questions from your friends? Tak ada Okay, so if not, can we proceed? So thank you Rohana. Definitely on your way towards full marks. If you can actually give me like more, so far based on the words that I've given to you, what new words have you learned for today?
I learned picturesque.
Okay, picturesque.
And wait, how do you say it? Scenic?
Scenic, okay. Yeah. Anything else? I think my Google here remembers. Yeah, there's one more. Exquisite. Exquisite. Yeah, exquisite to show the beauty of that place. Okay, so you can use it for other things as well, like for writing skill as well as for speaking in your speech for other topics as well. Contoh, if you want to mention about the person that I admire, I like her exquisite nature, in which she is a very calm person and she's very beautiful and pretty on the inside as well. So exquisite tu boleh guna in your speech to show dia punya beauty. Untuk orang pun boleh, untuk tempat pun boleh. Okay, so hopefully you boleh use some of these words in your speech for the real SPM so that you can get more marks for vocabulary. Sebab kita ada markah untuk vocabulary. Vocabulary tinggilah markah. Okay, alright, so moving on. Thank you Ruhana for participating just now. I think what I need from you is just put that recording just now. Can I have a recording? Because just now, you just like spontaneously answered to me. I know I'm recording this, but right now can I have like one from you? Can you just like record your voice here on my Padlet so that we can have everything combined in one place, and then it could also be a good display for other students to make as reference as well. So what you do in order for you to record your voice on my Padlet here, because the title here is My Dream Vacation, so we can have some demonstrations. I think what I'm going to do after this is most students so far, they haven't given me the recording for their voice yet, but what they have done is they have given to me a draft of what they want to say. So most of the draft will be put here as well. For now, if you want to just get your work done, can you please like just click on this Padlet? Okay, and then probably write your name, your class, and then if you click on the three dots menu here, you can record your voice. It is an audio recording. Record your voice, put it there so that we can use it as a reference. Okay, we can also use it. You can use it as your reference as well. If let's say you forget any of the words, you boleh tengok balik on this Padlet here. Is that doable? Ruhana, so far Ruhana dululah. Is that doable?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so just have that. Maybe later on I'll put the word scenic, exquisite, picturesque in these comment boxes for us to use as reference. Okay, so next person, can I move to another individual? Can we just try? Who would like to try? Muntaha nak try ke? Muntaha, no. Okay. You jangan kata no because this is actually like saya ambil markah untuk pentaksiran actually. So if I do not have any evidence at all of you ever participating in anything, nanti markah awak tak valid. The PBD marks or the SPM speaking examination for mid-year exam marks that I give you, it wouldn't be too valid, right? Because I haven't actually like heard you speaking. So let's just like try dulu, boleh? Okay, kita try dulu then kita tengok example. Awak jangan rasa takut ke apa ke. We can try first and then kita tengok example from other students. What I'm going to do right now is I'll go back to the questions. Saya akan pergi balik kepada soalan. Apa-apa memang refer kepada soalan Okay, so how do you get the question? You go to your Telegram group, you go to photos here, and then you go to the screenshot that I've given to you. Can you please tell me about your dream vacation? What do you wish to do there? who would you like to go with, and do you want to go there a second time? Okay, for the rest of you, at least give me where your vacation spot is. Can I start off with Muntoha first? Can I have a full sentence? Where is your dream vacation, Muntoha? Mine? I actually have a module for you to use to start off when you want to answer that question. You boleh guna template. Template ni kejap lagi I'll send it to you to your Telegram. But right now I'm showing to you first. You can use this template, this speaking module template. There's not much in there, but actually you can actually just have it as something for you to start off with. Okay, kalau kita go down here, okay, nampak ni. We've got a template for both candidate A and candidate B. I can actually just enlarge this for you. Nampak? Ada speaking template. So actually kalau awak buka template ni, you can already start preparing for your speaking. Your first sentence boleh start, my dream vacation would be in, ataupun my dream vacation spot is Paris, France, contohnya. Okay, so you can actually use this as a template. Okay, let me give you some example places. If you look at my Padlet right now, I've got some example places that you can visit. We've got England as a country lah. And then Manchester here would be specifically in England. We've got Holland. And then we've got Edinburgh, Scotland, also in the United Kingdom. We've got Nottingham, we've got Madrid, Spain. Where would you like to go, Muntaha? Anything that has caught your attention so far? Paris, France, maybe? Kent, England. We've got Egypt as well, Cairo, Egypt. Or do you wish to go to Saudi Arabia for your Umrah maybe? Masjidil Haram, Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Masjid An-Nabawi, Saudi Arabia. So Muntaha, can you just select from these options that I'm giving to you? I'll try Muntaha first and then I'll move to the next person. Anything has caught your attention? Maybe Singapore?
Mecca.
Okay, Mecca. So now that you have chosen Mecca, can you give me some reasons? Kalau nak guna bahasa Melayu pun boleh, nanti kita boleh translate sama-sama. So awak cuba jawab soalan ni dulu. In full sentence. My question again to you is, where is your dream vacation spot, Muntaha? Can you answer me in a full sentence? Mine? Can I get a response? Since this is a speaking lesson, I guess I can't be the one speaking because, otherwise it would beat the purpose of me doing a speaking lesson. Would you like to try? Where is your dream vacation spot, Muntaha? I need a full sentence. Tadi awak dah bagi kan, Mekah kan? Can I have a full sentence? Mine? Okay, while waiting for Muntaha to give me a response, can I have one response from Nur Sazwani first? Nur Sazwani, can I have a vacation spot, please? You guys are using your mobile data, right, for your Google Meet. It would be quite a loss for you if you do not use it wisely. You have to respond a bit quicker so that we don't lose the time and the mobile data as well. Sayang, your internet. So Nur Sazwani, can I have a response? Where is your vacation spot that you would like to have? Have you thought about it? Not yet for Nur Sazwani ke? Okay, here's what I would like. I would definitely like a voice recording from everyone. Untuk help you out, maybe you can draft dulu. Draft your answer first. Maybe what we can do right now is, okay, let me just check who we have in our Google Meet right now. If you would like to try, you can definitely just raise your hand. Right now, I've only got Muntaha, Sazwani, Ruhana, and Ashraf. Since I've already asked from Muntaha and Sazwani, can I now ask from Ashraf, have you had enough time to think about this speaking exam? This question?
Yeah.
Yeah, where would you like to go? Would you like to share?
Jepun.
Okay, do we say Jepun or another word untuk English?
Japan.
Good. Okay, can I have a full sentence, Ashraf?
My dream vacation spot would be
Good.
would be in Japan.
Japan. Okay, good. Thank you, Ashraf. I think you did a good job there. The sentence was clear. Okay, my dream vacation spot would be in Japan. I would like to go to Japan pun awak boleh cakap macam itu. Can I have the specific place? Japan kat mana? Where? Where exactly in Japan do you want to go?
Anywhere.
Anywhere, okay. Dia kalau SPM examiner dengar I would like to go anywhere in Japan, most probably nanti dia akan rasa macam ragu-ragu sikit. Awak ni tahu ke tidak what you're talking about? So, okay, never mind. After this, what Ashraf can do is you can try to research a little bit. Where exactly in Japan do you want to go? Okay, maybe the capital of Japan ke, okay, Tokyo maybe, because you've watched movies like Tokyo Drift, for example, you boleh kaitkan, okay, you can actually like just relate it to that experience that you have. Okay, I'll show you some examples before I proceed in asking you. I think I don't think I've shared with you the answers from other classes yet, but I can do it now. Okay, I'll boleh tengok contoh after this, I think I'll give you all their examples that they given to me supaya awak ada idea what to say. Let's just have a look at one right now. Okay. I think you boleh nampak kan? You can see clearly, right?
Yes.
Okay, cuba awak tengok dia punya jawapan like this. My biggest dream vacation is a trip to South Korea. Since I'm a big fan of Koreans. Mungkin dia nak cakap dia suka orang Korea. I'm a big fan of Koreans. Especially in their capital city, Seoul. Nampak tak? Dia tahu dia nak pergi mana. That's good. Rather than saying anywhere, nanti awak nampak macam tak confident. Okay. And then dia kata macam ni. I've been watching many Korean dramas and movies while growing up and I find South Korea as an interesting place. Awak juga boleh cakap the same thing. I have watched Tokyo Drift, for example, on Netflix. So I think I am interested in the beautiful places that I see in the movie. Okay, so I want to visit Japan so that I can go back to that place. I can go to that place and visit it. Okay, so awak boleh cakap benda yang sama. Kaitkan dengan pengalaman hidup awak sendiri. Is that clear? Okay, I think I can give this to you. Actually, bila saya forward the answers by students from other classes, saya akan forward juga. I will forward to you as well dia punya pembetulan. The speech error correction that I made, which I made on voice recording. Okay, saya buat dia punya pembetulan pada voice recording. So awak kena tekan lah voice recording tu. Lepas dah baca, tekan saya punya voice recording. So you boleh nampak kat mana saya betulkan. Where did I make the error correction? Sebab, kenapa kita kena buat error correction? Tadi, awak tengok pemarkahan kan? Kalau awak salah tata bahasa, kita boleh tolak kat mana? Where can we deduct the marks? Vocabulary, grammar atau communicative competence? Markah kat mana yang kita boleh tolak? Kalau salah tata bahasa.
Vocabulary.
Grammar. Kita boleh tolak dekat grammar. Tapi tak apa, right now saya tak nak worry about your grammar dulu sebab I think I'm a bit concerned tentang awak nak cakap apa. What are you going to say? Itu lebih my biggest concern right now. Okay, so going back to the bullet point just now. Pergi balik kat bullet point tadi. Okay, so far Ashraf has answered to me in a full sentence and that's good. He wants to go to Japan. Can we try to think of what you wish to do there, Ashraf? What do you want to do in Japan? Can you like think of something that you want to do? So far I'm still asking Ashraf, but the rest of you, if you want to answer, you can do so. If you go to Japan, what would you like to do? If I go to Japan, I want to eat the Japanese food. But do you know any Japanese food? Can you tell me? Ashraf? No. Okay, so what do you wish to do there, Ashraf? Ruhana tadi dia cakap apa? Ruhana says that she wants to take pictures of the scenery. Okay, she wants to take pictures that might be interesting for her family members. So what would you like to do, Ashraf, in Japan?
I want to buy some books there.
Okay, why Japan? Why not buy books in Malaysia? Can you tell me the difference? Books in Japan and books in Malaysia. Is it related to anime? Are you trying to buy
Yes,
books?
anime.
I thought so. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about that anime book that you want to buy in Japan? Why do you want to buy it in Japan? Is it going to be cheaper?
No, because many books I can choose.
Okay. So let's just have a look at your sentence tadi tu Okay, saya just help you out dengan satu ayat tu je. The rest of it, you boleh start giving me a voice recording, baru saya boleh help you out with everything. Okay, so let's just try and focus on that one sentence dulu Ashraf, do you mind repeating that sentence? Saya nak type. And then kita boleh betulkan. Awak nak cakap, saya ada banyak pilihan buku. Okay, can you repeat that sentence just now? What did you say just now? Can you repeat?
I
I
many books I can choose.
Okay. Okay, thank you. This is something that everyone can learn from. Okay. Asha started dengan many books I can choose. Betul. Dia start dengan many books dulu. Baru dia masuk I can choose. Siapa nak tolong? Who would like to help me to adjust this sentence? Anyone? Biasanya kita akan start dengan pembuat dulu. Pembuat. Siapa yang membuat pekerjaan tu ataupun action tu, siapa yang buat? Siapa yang choose buku tu? So kita akan letak dia dulu. So which one do you put first sebenarnya?
I.
Okay, good. I, and then capital letter awak jangan lupa. So it has to be capital letter. So you sepatutnya start dengan I dulu Ashraf. Since kawan awak dah tolong betulkan, dia start dengan I dulu. Can you give me another sentence yang mungkin dah diperbaiki? I, sepatutnya macam mana? I
can choose many books.
Okay, yeah. So it should have been like that. I can choose many books. This should have been the correct structure. Struktur yang betul adalah awak start dengan I dulu. I can choose many books. Okay, kejap Okay, I can choose many books. Patutnya awak start dengan yang tu. So what you can do right now, betulkan struktur ayat awak, tu satu. Yang kedua, mungkin kita boleh tambahkan lagi kot. Macam mana awak nak cakap, di sana terdapat pelbagai buku yang saya boleh pilih. Di sana tu awak nak cakap macam mana? Di sana. Adakah awak cakap at there? Can someone like tell me?
They are.
There are, okay good. Alright, good. So kita masukkan there are tu dekat depan. Okay, there are. Bila awak nak guna there are kat depan, okay, barulah awak boleh guna struktur awak yang pertama ni. There are many books that I can choose. Nampak tak dia punya perbezaan? Okay, so kalau awak nak guna there are, kita tak masukkan dekat ayat yang kedua. Kita masukkan dekat ayat yang pertama Kalau awak nak guna ayat there are, awak kena cakap macam ni. There are many books that I can choose in Japan. Although I'm thinking like you can still buy books here, but that's your opinion. Okay, there are many books that I can choose in Japan. Okay, tapi boleh spesifik lagi in bookstores in Japan, especially related to anime. Masukkan awak punya idea tentang anime tu kat situ. Okay, so kalau full sentence, kalau saya nak markah kan. Okay, there are many books that I can choose in Japan bookstores. Masuk perkataan bookstore. In Japan bookstores ataupun boleh letak apostrophe here. Okay. In Japan's bookstores, especially jangan kena betul especially related to anime. Pasal awak boleh lah cakap I am a fan of anime. Awak masuk fan, F-A-N, fan.
Peminat.
Saya peminat anime. Okay, lepas tu barulah awak ceritakan your experience. Kenapa nak pergi sampai ke Jepun? Because I am an anime fan, contohnya. Okay, so that is one response from Ashraf there. So far, Ashraf, berapa bullet point yang awak dah jawab? How many bullet points have you answered?
2.
To help you out right now, can you try and answer the 2 bullet points in a full sentence, in full sentences? So saya tanya awak balik sebab kita tengah drilling right now, kita kena ulang. Okay, Ashraf, tell me about your dream vacation spot. Where would you like to go? Your turn.
My
I?
I
I? I would like to, ataupun my dream vacation spot is, sambung.
my dream vacation spot is Japan.
Okay, is Japan. Sambung. There?
There are many books. There are
There
many
are,
books I can choose. There are many books that I can choose.
mana awak punya anime tu? How about your idea about anime just now? There are many books that I can choose, especially
Especially anime.
okay.
Anime fans.
Okay, awak kalau boleh awak guna balik apa yang saya dah ajar tadi. Bila awak nak cakap berkait dengan anime, awak cakap especially related to anime. There are many books that I can choose in Japan's bookstore, kedai buku, especially related to anime. Okay, I think you kena practice kot. So Ashraf, Sazwani, Ruhana, I think kalau you nak lebih tepat what your answers are, write it down first and then baru awak start awak punya recording. Voice recording Kalau boleh when you do your voice recording, jangan tengok. Do not look at any notes kecuali soalan saja. Because during the SPM examination, you mana ada nota nak baca pun. What you have to do is make sure that content tu, isi tu ada dalam kepala awak. Okay, you have to like practice lah. It needs a bit of practice. Okay, so thank you Ashraf. Awak dah jawab 2 bullet point. Ashraf, do you think you can answer the 3rd and 4th bullet point? Spontaneous. Rasa-rasa boleh tak? Nak pergi dengan siapa, dengan nak pergi kali kedua tak? Do you think you can answer?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, who would you like to go with? I? Ambil daripada I would like.
I would like go with my friends.
Okay, so I would like to go with my friends. Sama juga macam Ruhana dah mention tadi. I would like to go with my friends or my family members because they share the same interest as me, contohnya. Okay, or because I think it would be fun to have them around. Lagi seronok kalau mereka ada. It would be fun to have them around. Okay, so kalau boleh bagi because. Bagi sebab. Why would you like to go with those people? Bagi sebab. Untuk awak panjangkan. Because you've got 3 to 4 minutes and you definitely want to share lah as much as you can dalam tempoh 3 hingga 4 minit tu. Okay? Okay. Right now I'm going to move to another person. Tapi kalau untuk Ashraf, you make sure you cuba jawab all the bullet points. Kalau rasa susah untuk bercakap dahulu, type dulu. Tulis dulu, send me your draft sebab okay, I'll show you all the drafts that my students have sent. Nanti saya akan forward je dekat awak. Okay, I've got here my student has sent her draft. She says she likes to watch K-dramas. Ni orang lain tau, bukan orang yang tadi. Okay, K-dramas and then she would like to eat Korean food. Kalau awak tengok secara very closely right now, awak tengok dia guna perkataan yang saya ajar dia. Okay, antara perkataan yang saya ajar adalah authentic. Anyone yang tahu maksud authentic? Would anyone like to respond? Dia kata dia nak makan makanan authentic Korea. Apa maksud dia? What does that person mean? Anyone? Authentic? Tak ada?
Origin, like like the origin, like it's not made in a different country. It's like the real thing.
So here, you're probably right. So what this person is saying is, she wants to experience something that is made by Koreans themselves. Authentic taste would be something original, you know, like they themselves made it. It's not something that is made in Malaysia, but just using the word Korean. No. Okay, so it's authentic. It's original. Okay, so maybe you can use this word to show that accuracy in you referring to the actual thing in the country itself where it's originated from. Okay, so awak boleh guna perkataan authentic nak kata saya ingin makan makanan yang asli, yang memang betul-betul daripada tempat tu. Okay, so you can use the word authentic. And as you can see here, contoh response daripada my student here, dia mention lah semua food yang dia nak makan, kimchi, bulgogi, japchae. At least when you mention some of the things that you know, it does make it look like you are more prepared. Okay. And then of course kalau awak dalam speaking, dia tak tengok spelling tau. Tapi kalau awak sebut salah, my dream vocation is, kat situ dia buang markah lah. Mungkin markah vocabulary sebab awak ni bercakap vocation ke awak bercakap vacation. Okay, so dia akan buang markah kalau let's say you tersalah sebut and so on lah. Okay, so that's one thing. So dua perkara yang kita boleh tengok kat sini. Number one, awak punya pronunciation of word kena betul sebab awak ada markah vocabulary, iaitu tata bahasa, kosakata awak, penggunaan perkataan. And then awak punya language, kalau boleh kena tinggi. Kalau nak aim untuk markah tinggi, gunakan perkataan yang students lain tak guna. Kalau macam Rohana, you dah boleh aim lah. Kalau macam pelajar yang lain, mungkin what you can do adalah cuba untuk use words yang you tepat dengan apa yang you nak cakap. Okay, so contoh tadi perkataan authentic adalah datangnya daripada negara Korea lah, authentic taste. Okay, ni satu contoh. Okay, another example that I can show you yang agak latest juga. Kalau budak lelaki, let me just show you yang student lelaki. Okay, student yang lelaki mostly dia akan cakap pasal football. I will definitely share with you jawapan this student here so that you have some examples untuk awak start your own speaking. Okay, I'm going to give you daripada 11:20 boleh sebab we started our class at 10:20. So starting from 11:20 to 11:50, boleh tak awak draftkan something for you to say. Kalau macam Rohana dah tak payah draft, start recording saja terus. Pergi dekat Padlet, just record your voice. I think kalau Sazwani ke Muntoha ke nak buat benda yang sama, you malas, you tak nak buat this writing first, no problem sebab this is speaking lesson. Okay, saya memang nak fokus kepada apa yang awak cakap rather than you nak kena lama-lama prepare and then nak kena tulis. No need. Saya nak tengok apa yang you boleh cakap secara spontan sebenarnya. Okay, but never mind, yang diorang ni diorang prepare dululah. Okay, so here's an example. Okay, this is from a student yang lelaki Okay, dia cakap my dream vacation would be a trip to England since I am more interested in Europe. The reason why I'm interested in Europe because I'm a fan of English football. Okay, my favourite football club is Manchester United. Okay, barulah dia boleh kaitkan dengan apa yang dia nak buat. Okay, and then dikaitkan juga, the reason why I want to go to England is because I've watched some movies. Okay, movies dia contoh Johnny English, Harry Potter series. So I want to explore the places that I see in the movies. Make sense kan? Okay, so you boleh cakap benda yang sama but it depends on your place. Kalau awak nak pergi Japan, movie apa yang pernah ada dibuat dekat Japan contohnya. Okay, even I don't know whether Tokyo Drift was filmed in Japan or not. You kena do your research lah. Okay, and then other things that you can include adalah again where you want to go and what you want to do. Kalau macam Nini dia kata, I am going to go to the stadium. I'm going to have a stadium tour. I want to buy some merchandise as my souvenir. Okay, merchandise. Barang yang awak beli untuk awak sebagai tanda ingatan. Souvenir untuk awak bagi kat orang lain lah. You've gone to that place, you bagi orang lain souvenir. Okay, ada juga dia mention tentang dia nak experience cool weather. Okay, maybe kalau macam Rohana tadi, you can add something about weather as well because when we are visiting a country overseas, among the significant difference would be the weather. Okay, how to talk about weather, saya dah bagi on the Padlet. Kalau awak tengok my Padlet here, there are many ways of talking about weather. Awak pergi dekat Padlet saya and then you can have some list of words for reference. Okay, you just browse through. Okay, here, okay, yang ni check out how I use words or phrases like chilly, freezing cold and arctic. Okay, adakah chili tu chili yang kita makan yang pedas tu? Ataupun apa maksud chili sebenarnya? Would anyone like to tell me? Chili apa yang saya refer kat sini sebenarnya? Chili tu apa? Would anyone like to tell me? What does it mean by chilly there?
Cold.
Cool. Okay. So kat sini I've given to you a reference. It's actually a YouTube video tau. But dalam YouTube video ni dia bagi awak other ways of saying cold. Okay. Example yang saya dah letak kat sini adalah freezing cold, Arctic as well as chilly. Arctic ni maksudnya memang betul-betul cold lah because you're referring to the South Pole, North Pole. So macam seolah-olah dekat kawasan Antartika. Okay. So itu nak menunjukkan sangat sejuk. Okay, so I think if you talk about the weather, that might be good as well to answer your question. Sama macam apa yang Faizuddin ni dah buat tadi lah. Okay, alright. And then dia ada mention, okay, kenapa dia nak pergi sekali lagi kat tempat tu. Nampak tak dia jawab setiap bullet point. Make sure that you are answering each bullet point sebab awak ada markah untuk your communicative competence. Soalan tanya apa, awak jawab apa, sama tak dengan soalan minta. Okay, so that's basically markah untuk communicative competence. Okay, so awak make sure you answer all the bullet points. Okay, ni cara dia jawab lah. Okay, dia kata kat sini, I hope I can achieve my wish one day. I will go there with my family and friends because we have the same interest. We can create more memorable events. So awak boleh take some things from other people's responses as well. But you can make sure that you can remember lah dia punya phrases yang dia guna. Okay, last one. Dia kata kat sini, if I were to go there a second time, I would definitely go back there because the vibe is peaceful. Okay, vibe. Boleh ambil perkataan ni. The vibe is peaceful. Another word untuk tunjukkan surrounding. I can tell you right now. Tapi ni untuk pelajar yang boleh ingat. Kalau tak ingat pun, you boleh tengok balik recording saya ni. Another word untuk tunjuk keadaan sekeliling awak. Who knows? Dia start dengan AMB. AMBI. This one ambience.
Ambience.
Okay. Ni perkataan barulah untuk hari ini Walaupun mungkin dia bukan level semua orang. Tapi I think kalau awak practice. Okay, contoh saya tengok macam kalau Aziz biasa kalau saya bagi tahu dia any word, dia boleh remember and dia boleh guna balik. That's good walaupun kita kelas 4SK4. Siapa kata kita tak boleh, right? So it's definitely based on you punya exposure sebenarnya. Okay, ambience maksud dia adalah character or atmosphere of a place. Maksudnya dia punya keadaan. Okay, the ambience. I like the ambience in a hotel restaurant contohnya. It's because it's very peaceful. I feel calm and soothed by the music in the hotel contohnya lah. Okay, so you boleh cakap you suka dia punya surrounding, dia punya atmosfera, keadaan sekeliling dekat tempat tu. So boleh guna perkataan ambience. Ambience. Okay, another thing bila awak jumpa perkataan baru, check dia punya pronunciation
Ambience.
sebab sometimes I get it wrong as well, so I have to always check. Okay, so ambience adalah perkataan baru untuk awak hari ini. Maksud dia adalah your surrounding, keadaan sekeliling. Okay, itu kita boleh tambah lah kalau this student here, kalau dia nak guna perkataan ambience pun boleh. Dia boleh guna, okay, untuk explore the other locations. Okay, actually cara untuk awak dapatkan sinonim, simple saja, just look up the word and then type location synonym. Nanti keluar lah. Okay, ataupun ambience synonym. Contoh macam perkataan ambience tadi kan. Nampak tak dia bagi perkataan lain? Atmosphere, climate, the vibration ataupun vibe, the aura of that place, the climate of that place. So dengan ada banyak perkataan, you boleh dapatkan markah tinggi untuk vocabulary. But it depends dengan kemampuan kita dulu lah. Pastikan awak tahu nak cakap apa dulu. Okay? Okay, so right now, can I just ask each individual, yang mana satu dulu awak nak buat? Are you going to draft it first or do you want to do the recording straight away? Ruhana can straight away do the recording dekat Padlet. Ashraf, what are you going to do?
Draft first.
You want to draft first. Okay, Muntaha? Muntaha, are you there? Are you there? Okay, I don't know whether you want to write first. Okay, fine. Tapi ingat for your speaking exam, you tak ada masa tau nak tulis tau. You tengok dekat dia punya modul yang saya tunjuk ni kejap lagi. I'm going to show you the module. Okay, pada modul ini dia bagi tahu tau agak-agak awal lah berapa masa, berapa saat untuk prepare. Can you have a guess? Boleh teka tak? How many seconds? Dia saat je tau untuk preparation tu. How many seconds? How many seconds do you think?
30.
30. Even 30 is a lot sebenarnya. Okay. Yeah. So that's why kita kena prepare beforehand. Kita tak boleh tunggu, waktu speaking exam barulah you nak teka-teka apa benda aku nak cakap ni. No. Kalau boleh you prepare beforehand, that would be easier for you, right? Okay, so let's have a look. Berapa saat dia bagi? This is, I believe this document is among our main reference untuk speaking exam. This is what I use untuk my online English workshop with other schools. So far, I've had a talk dengan sekolah in Sarawak. I've got one sekolah daripada Shah Alam last time, and in future, I might be having one in MRSM as well. So I think they are getting the information. So you pun kenalah juga dapat information ni. Okay, we are using this as among our major references. It says here, Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia mulai tahun 2021. This is format pentaksiran untuk CEFR. Awak lah tu. Awak lah yang jawab untuk CEFR. CEFR ni dia ikut level standard Cambridge. Okay. Okay, dia maksud dia adalah Common European Framework of Reference. Kita refer kepada standard sana. Macam tu. Okay. You bercakap selama 3 hingga 4 minit untuk part 1. And then kalau dari segi preparation time, you tengok preparation time dia suruh, nampak ni? Nampak tak berapa saat preparation time awak? Allow candidate 20 seconds to prepare. Nampak tak? 20 saat sahaja. 20 saat tu saya rasa awak pejam celik. You blink your eye, tiba-tiba habis 20 seconds tu. Betul? Okay, so macam sekarang awak rasa macam, I need to draft first, I need to write first. Yes. Sekarang lah masa untuk awak prepare benda tu. But during the speaking exam, you don't have that time. Awak tak ada masa nak catat pun. It has to be straight from the top of your head. Macam Ruhana tadi, I'm not concerned lah, dia boleh buat. But the rest of you kena practice lah. You have to practice. But you have only 20 seconds sahaja to prepare. Each time the interlocutor ni orang yang akan tanya awak soalan. Each time the interlocutor asks you a question, you have 20 seconds to prepare. Nampak? Approximately 20 seconds to prepare. Bawah ni pun sama. Candidate B, approximately 20 seconds to prepare. Approximately ni maksudnya kira-kira, hampir, nearly, lebih kurang. That's what it means. Okay, 20 seconds to prepare. Tak ada lebih pun daripada tu. It's mostly 20 seconds to prepare. Kita tengok kejap kalau untuk question yang terakhir dia bagi masa tak. Question untuk part 3, it doesn't say here. Let me see kalau ada. Part 3 Okay. Part 3 pun sama, 20 seconds to prepare. And then tempoh awak bercakap adalah 4 to 5 minutes with your partner. Itu untuk part 3. Alright. So untuk Ruhana, kalau macam student saya yang daripada kelas 5 PMK yang Amir Hamzah tu, dia nak cuba buat semua part. Okay. Dia nak give me a recording of him starting from part 1, introducing himself. Part 2, dia nak ambil soalan dream vacation tadi. And then part 3, saya ada bagi satu soalan example untuk dia cuba. Because we've done this one, betul? Why do people shop online? Kita dah buat. Okay, so I gave him a different one. So can I just ask you, do you want to do the same thing or do you want to focus on dream vacation?
I can do the same thing as him.
Okay, so I'll give you all 3 parts. So you try and answer all 3 parts. Part 1, part 2 and part 3. Saya akan bagi modul dulu, I think, untuk you refer. This module is important, I think. You boleh browse through. And then saya akan bagi modul yang kedua tu yang ada template tu. Macam awak nak cakap start dengan apa? My dream vacation spot is, yang lain boleh gunakan modul yang saya bagi kejap lagi. Okay. But for Ruhana, saya bagi third. Saya bagi this one the third part as well. You can do all parts. Anyone else would like to do 3 parts? Ada tak orang lain nak buat 3 part sekali? So that saya terus boleh tell you kat mana nak improve, kat mana you boleh make sure that you get full marks and so on. Tak ada Okay, so I'm expecting daripada Nur Sazwani, Ashraf and Muntoha draft dulu. Boleh buat dekat Google document macam orang lain, macam boleh buat dekat Word pun tak apa. Let me have it, nanti saya transfer dekat Google document. Do it like your friend here. Semua example that I get from other students, saya akan post dekat awak. So awak kena expect after this that I'm going to be posting a lot of materials dekat awak punya Telegram, because kalau awak nak pergi dekat Delima, it is there. It's there, but I don't know how far you're going to go there. Can I just ask you, do you actually open the Delima platform? Can I ask whether you open the Delima platform? Sazwani buka tak agak-agak kalau saya bagi bahan dekat Delima? Tak apa, boleh jujur je, honest. Kalau tak buka, saya hantar dekat Telegram.
Kadang saya buka.
Kadang-kadang buka. Okay, good. Ashraf, Delima, are you going to open? Okay, I don't know if Ashraf is there. Yes, okay, good. Muntaha hasn't responded to me dari tadi. I'm not so sure. Okay, so Ruhana,
No.
you tak nak buka? Oh, tak nak saja je. Tak nak buka ke memang tak boleh? Muntaha, is it because you tak boleh ke macam mana?
Tengok teacher sebab tak tahu lagi.
Tengoklah, tak tahu lagi. Allah Akbar. Okay, what about you, Ruhana? Are you going to open if it's on Delima? Because Delima dia lebih tersusun, you know? It's more organized if it's here.
I get the link of like
You need
anything
the
you
link.
post. No, I like, you know how you post something and like you get a link?
Oh, you
I
get
the
you,
link from my friend.
You like to have the link go straight to you rather than on Delima. Is that how
Yeah.
it is? Oh,
Yeah.
but what's the problem with Delima actually? If you could just tell me. What's the
I'm
problem?
not sure because I still can't log in, and like I still haven't heard back from my ustaza yet. She's still trying to work on it.
Right. Okay. So that's quite a loss. If your teachers actually put a lot of materials on the Delima platform, it might be a loss for you. But then again, it could be overwhelming as well, right? So probably I'll just like give you the link on Telegram then. Okay. So I'm going to end here. So I'm going to repeat the task. Task for Ruhana. Maybe Ruhana untuk this Padlet. Maybe you can just like record that part where you talk about the dream vacation. But if you want to go straight daripada part 1 nanti part 3 on this recording, I don't mind as well. It would be a good demonstration for other people. I would definitely need your help there to just demonstrate what would a full mark be, because I think you deserve full mark. I don't know about other SPM examiner. So I'd like that to be demonstrated, you know, like a display for other people to look at. Okay, that might be something that I'm thinking of right now. So you boleh record yourself here. That's for Ruhana. The rest of you yang lain, what you can do is give me your draft, and then probably from your draft I can give you a voice recording of my feedback. Contoh kalau saya nak awak betulkan the first sentence ke, ataupun if I want you to full stop somewhere or comma somewhere, I'll give you the voice recording feedback. Okay, so give me something and evidence that you've done your speaking preparation. Next lesson, kita boleh try out maybe one more time, because just now only Ruhana managed to fulfill everything. Yang lain tak berjaya lagi untuk fulfill semua kehendak soalan. So maybe next time saya akan try and ask you to try again and answer the question again. Kita tak boleh move selagi kita tak fulfill this task. Is that clear? Is that clear? Tahu tak apa nak buat?
Yes.
Okay, so Ruhana clear. Sazwani tahu apa nak buat?
Yes.
Yes, tajuk dia My Dream Vacation. Ashraf and Muntaha, I hope you know what to do. Okay, so saya akan start post all the materials kejap lagi ni. First thing that you do once I end this Google Meet is fill in your attendance. Okay, there's no point in you attending this session kalau awak tak fill in your attendance, sayang. So fill in your attendance first. After that, baru try out the task that I give. Ini ada markah PBD, pentaksiran bilik darjah. If you don't answer it, I'm afraid nanti markah awak tak valid if you get the marks. Okay? Okay, that's all for today. Assalamualaikum and thank you very much. Have a good day. Tolong attempt the task that I gave. Boleh? Can you do that? InsyaAllah means apa InsyaAllah means with God's willing. God willing tau. Itu maksud insyaAllah. So meaning God willing tu dia bagi awak kesihatan yang baik, dia bagi awak masa, okay? Allah bagi awak all the things that you need in your life, meaning you have to make sure that you do your task. Sebab God willing dah, awak yang tak willing. Okay? So insyaAllah means you have to do it lah. Okay, awak akan buat Okay, that's all for today. Thank you class. InsyaAllah means God willing tau.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Thank you. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.
Thank you,
Thank you, teacher.
Teacher,
Okay.
what's the years?
Yeah.
Like on the Padlet, there's like years.
Years. Let me
Yeah,
see.
it's like Singapore and then like 2000. Yeah, like
Oh, the years.
2015. Like, what does that mean?
Oh no. This was meant to be my visual presentation of my dream vacation. Mine, saya punya. In which the years just reflect the years in which I visited those places.
Oh,
I started from here. It's like a timeline. So I wanted you guys to do the same thing actually. I wanted like a visual presentation, maybe on Padlet tau. But I don't know if that's going to be like too tough for you guys to do or too time consuming. But I would definitely appreciate if you guys do the same thing. Maybe what you can do if you are interested to do it, okay, is build this Padlet is quite easy to build actually. Just the thing is that whether you have access to the Padlet or not, are you, because I'm subscribing, so it depends. I think you can get a free version just by having another email. Buat email, satu email yang lain, and then buat Padlet. You can have like 3 to 5 Padlets, I think. Okay, so what you can do adalah use this as a timeline, pakai timeline punya template, and then you put the since your childhood, where have you visited, because that's what I did here. Leeds in England, 1998. And then I went to study and I went to Manchester when I studied there, 2009. So I just put there for my own memory. And if I have to talk about my dream vacation, I know my timeline. That's the reason why I put it there. But another reason is so that you can have some examples lah, of the places that you can visit for your dream vacation. Where have you been so far, Rohana?
I've been to Istanbul,
Right. Okay.
Barcelona,
Mm-hmm.
Saudi.
Saudi. Okay, so good. So if you have pictures, that would be nice for you to just like put your pictures on one Padlet. And then when I ask you for a presentation, for example, during our class session, that's what I would like to see. You try and just show us some pictures and then speak, trying to answer the question, but using that visual presentation to make the presentation a bit more lively, a bit more appealing. Although there aren't any marks for that, but I think at least you're preparing for a presentation in your future life. For example, in your university life, I think there's going to be a lot of presentations that you guys have to prepare for. So if you do that, it would be a good preparation. But for SPM ni, of course lah, I'm not giving marks based on the visual presentation, but it would be interesting to look at other people's pictures, and then it would make it more interesting sebenarnya. Sometimes I think just by you showing your pictures macam ni kan, later on when you get a question like my dream vacation for your speaking exam, you boleh visualize balik tau. You boleh visualize balik the pictures that you have. Contohlah, I just tekan one picture here, and then you can have like Eiffel Tower. Okay, you teringat you ada gambar Eiffel Tower. You boleh mention Eiffel Tower in your speaking exam, so that sometimes bila kita tengok picture, it's like a good memory retention sort of tool tau. You boleh ingat lebih baik when you have pictures. So that's the reason why I put it here lah. Okay, so you can have your own Padlet. What's your plan? You want to have your own Padlet or how?
Oh, for the recording, do I like put the recording here, or do I like make my own Padlet?
I would appreciate your own Padlet.
Okay,
So
I'll
that
try.
I can see, so that I can see your pictures rather than mine. That would be good.
Yeah,
Betul?
I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Okay, and then untuk voice recording, tengok saya buat ni. I've got a voice recording here. See? So if you want to listen to what I recorded here, sebab saya masukkan idiom, you can do the same thing. You masukkan idiom contoh happy, over the moon, on top of the world. So awak tengoklah macam mana I use it in my speech. Okay, and then here I masukkan perkataan yang kita dah belajar dalam kita punya Google Form last time dengan teacher Jared tu. Dia ada guna perkataan-perkataan seperti survivor, explorer dalam tajuk Globetrotting punya YouTube video. So I use the words in my speech when I wanted to talk about my dream vacation. So saya demonstrate dua je ni. Two here, you can have more. I think what you can do is for one bullet point buat satu voice recording. One bullet point, satu voice recording. Then mungkin boleh selang-seli dengan pictures. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah,
Would
I'll
it take
try
too
to.
much of your time?
No, I'll try to find the photos. It's like in a camera somewhere.
Okay. So I think that would be a good way of you like releasing your stress and then like reliving all your memories, because I did definitely enjoy doing this. So maybe you would get the same experience. That's what I'm thinking. So can you try and like give me the link later on?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's good for me to see that you are willing to try, and at least you're preparing for your presentations in future. Okay. All right. Sazwani is still here. Sazwani, are you planning to do the drafting first?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So Sazwani do the draft first. Saya buat dekat Google Document boleh, tulis dulu. Write first, nanti saya tolong dari segi giving you the voice recording of my feedback. Saya bagi feedback dalam bentuk voice recording sebab kita tengah prepare for speaking. We are preparing for speaking right now. You can do the same thing. Boleh bagi, if you want to just record your voice dulu, send to me personally, nanti saya boleh feedback from there. Okay, so have a good day and you can start working on the project. This is PBD assignment. I hope that you do your best so that you can get the best marks. Okay? Okay, thank you, people.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you,
Bye.
teacher.
Right, see you. Okay, that is the end of my lesson for today.